Hey guys, today we have this 2008 Honda Pilot. We're going to be replacing the catalytic converter from both front and the back side. We're not putting a new one. We got a donor car here that I actually took it off from here. So I'm just going to move it here because I believe this catalytic converter here is clogged up. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna remove that without even lifting the car. You just see that, just elevated. All right, so the story about this one, this car, that's the one we need to get it running. That's a 2008. And this is a 2006. I believe they're the same catalytic converter. This was running, but it won't accelerate more than 30 miles an hour. And the only codes that it has was the it's about the bank 1, bank 2 thing running rich, and it doesn't have any more codes. And later on it just won't start. So what I did is I removed this O2 sensor from the top side, just like this one. I removed that one, just like this, remove it from the catalytic converter. See that? And I remove both of them and start the car, and it takes off. Of course it's gonna be loud, so I just let it breathe. So in that case, I know that it's a clogged up catalytic converter. So with that 2006 here, I already removed it, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna remove that one and install it. So I'll remove the catalytic converter from here, and this was running. Well, it runs, but it won't move because that's a bad torque converter on this one. That's a different story. I'm gonna fix that later on. For now, I'm gonna show you tricks and tips how to remove the catalytic converter. So you can see this one, I already removed some parts here. The catalytic converter is out, and I can even show you underneath that. See, the pipe is gone here. The catalytic converter here is gone. Same thing on the back side. I don't think I can show you that. It's like hard to get in there, but I can show you the one I just took off. I already have it here. There you go. So we gotta install this to this car. I didn't even remove the O2 sensor. I just unplug it and remove it. I believe this is the back side and this is the front side right here. So let's go ahead start removing it. The first thing I'm gonna do is lift the car. At least you can see I lifted one side, put a ramp there, and I have enough room underneath. And I'm gonna go ahead put some lubrication on those bolts and nuts, so it'll be easier to remove for us. Here and a couple over there. We're gonna go ahead and remove this panel underneath. This one's gonna be in our way, so let's remove that one. I'm gonna remove that, and I'm gonna remove this top panel as well, so this kind of like in a way. All right, let's start with that. Lubricate the nuts and bolts, and then remove the panels. All right, plastic panels. The bottom cover is already loose, and I think this is the last spot to drop it. There we go. I have another one hanging in there, but I'm not going to remove this panel here. That's fine. I got all these tabs out. Got one more so I can fully dry it. So once we got this plastic panel out, We're gonna remove the, let me see, we got a 14mm socket here. I'll show you underneath. Remove this little metal piece bracket. Right here there's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. I already removed this 2 here, so this one gotta come out. That one's out, and the one over here. Let's see if we can reach it. Okay, so remove that, so you have access with this exhaust pipe right here. So you have to put like grease on those bolts, so it'll be easier to remove them. I believe those are 14 as well. Let's see, let's check it out. Yeah, these are all 14. So we're gonna remove this piece right here. Alright, so I brought the car inside my garage for the reason that it's getting really cold outside. So I'm gonna continue it here. Even though that I have a lift, I'm fortunate to have a lift, this is be able to be done without lifting the whole car. If you have a jack stand or a ramp, it will work as well, because I removed the donor catalytic converter, this one here. I removed these 2, so those are going in here, and I removed that with that one over there. That one just being in just a ramp. And of course, it will be easier if you have a lift. So let's go ahead, continue here, and let me lift this car. All right, so after remove the plate here underneath, we're gonna go ahead and remove these bolts here, these nuts here. This is a 14mm nuts. We have to remove this whole pipe here underneath. We got 3 here and the one up here. That's 1, 2, 3. So we need to remove these so we can access the catalytic converter. All right, so we got that pipe out. Look at this. That's the front side, looks doing okay. So we're still gonna replace that. But look at the back side. It's totally empty. And where it goes to the back side of the last catalytic converter. So seems like we need to replace this too. We still have a donor one, so we're gonna get that. And these are all rusty, as you can see. You know what helps us? This one, flameless heat system, and it helps me remove all those nuts. So I'm gonna remove that too, and then my God, continue removing the rest. So because this one is bad, see that? This is the back part, the back side of catalytic converter. This one right here, I already replaced it. This is the good one, as you can see. And the one on the back side, bank 2, is empty. I will replace this one. But the one on the front side looks okay to me, so I'm not gonna replace that. I know my first plan was to replace both of these two, but this time we're just replacing this one here and the bank 2. So this needs to be removed. A couple bolts here, 14. Yeah, attach that one. O2 sensor. And the one on top will be size 14. No, I think it's size 12, which is, let me see. I think I got it right here. So this is the replacement that we're gonna put it. This one looks good to me. Inside, let's check it out. Yeah, that one looks good to me. So it's like that. Got size 12 here on top and a couple of brackets here. We already removed that, so that's the goal. Let's go ahead and remove that one. O2 sensors in there, and we have to remove this bracket here. It has a couple of bolts here, I think 14mm right here, and 2 more on top. So this will come out easily. I don't think we need to remove the whole axle, but that will come out. This bracket here first, and then disconnect the O2 sensor. All right, so this bracket here, this is size 13 and that's a size 12. Okay, and then we're gonna remove this cover. That's a size 12, there's one here and one on top. I already removed it. This side, that one. And the other one is, you'll be able to see it here. Let's see if we get some light real quick. It's right there. Let me see if I can show you guys a good look. Okay. That one over there. I'm actually blocking it out. There you go. That's the one over there. Let me see if I can put my finger there. Oh, we're losing it. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it. That one. So that's the last one. Let me see if I can remove it with one over here. So it's coming out. So this is a size 12. This cover for the axle, passenger side axle, and that should drop now. And you can pull it from here, and that's this side. You'll be able to pull it from this side here. Let's see if I can remove it. There you go. And there. It should come out. If not, that will come out. Once you lose that, that's fine. And then we're gonna get the bolts on top of the catalytic. You can get it from this side, from the passenger side wheel. Try to get a good light here so y'all can see it. It's up there. Let's see. Better light, better light. Okay, so you go to the passenger side, you should be able to see. There you go. That's the top of the catalytic converter. See those nuts? So I would soak it with WD-40, so it'll be easier for me to remove it. And yeah, so once I loosened this cover for the axle, I went ahead disconnect the harness for the O2 sensor. As you can see, that's disconnected up there, so I don't have to loosen that O2 sensor on top of the catalytic converter. So I'll be free to go ahead and remove those 4 bolts on top. I believe it's size 12, so I'm gonna have a long extension to get that out. You should be able to get that out from this side too, from the passenger side wheel. All right, that thing is out. Let's go ahead and remove it. I'm gonna lift this up just a little bit so the shield for the axle will come out. I'll show you. Lift that up. The shield will come out. There you go. And the shield is out, as you can see. And then this catalytic converter should be able to come out here. Let's see. We can slide it in here. If it doesn't slide, you gotta go towards that side, towards to the wheels. So let's see if we can turn this around real quick. Gasket, old gasket. We need to replace that gasket. See if you can force it in. From here, big. This has a shield. Good shield. Alright, so on this passenger side wheels, as you can see, this is sliding out pretty easy in this side. It's coming out. Plenty of room. You might need to twist this wheels towards to a little bit to the left, so you'll have room to remove this out. Let's see. Just gotta get there. There you go. You can see that thing is out. Not too bad, guys. See, not too bad. All right, so we have the old one removed here, so you can see through it. Let me see a light here. See that? You can see through it. That's the old one, and we have this is the one we're gonna install. Can't really see anything here because that one's still looking good inside. Hard to tell, but yeah. So we're gonna put it up there, and of course we have bad gasket. Gasket was blown already too, so we order a new gasket. So this one is a Velcro MS96411, and that fits perfectly here. There you go. And we're just putting in the reverse. We put this first. Make sure you have those 3 bolts ready. And of course, size 12. All right, let's go ahead. All right, put it back. As usual, we have it snaked it down here on the passenger side wheel. It'll go in really straightforward. If you don't have the O2 sensor, it'll be easier, but this one is fine. It should go in too. Let's see. Let's try to do the bottom first. I don't remember how we got it out, but it should go in. And this one doesn't have the shield here. Might be able, like this one. This has a shield on the side. This doesn't. And let's just for the sake of the video, let's see if we can put it here, shade up here. Extra light. Let's see if we can put it right here. Let's see. Does it fit? No. I think it's gonna go. Nope. So it has to go to the passenger side here. So we're gonna go here. Let's go ahead. There you go. I'll put it up first, then drop it down here. There you go. There you go. Now it's going in. While it's here, we're gonna go ahead, get the gasket too ready for this one. Here you go. So now we have the catalytic converter up here. We want to make sure the top side will go in first, so you'll be able to line up there. So let me get the gasket first, and then grab one of the bolts or the nut and the stud. So I have here. Get the gasket here. I'm going to line it up and get the stud in there. At least one. At least one. Okay, so you can see I have one in right there. Gasket is in, and one of the bolt is in. I'm gonna just secure it so it won't drop. There you go. Alright, the reason why I'm not going to put the whole thing in yet, because I have to install the cover for the axle. We have a cover. If you had this fully in place, you won't be able to put the cover in. So I'm going to go ahead, insert the cover. right now we have one of the bolt is in and it's still, you can see it's still hanging in there. The reason why I did that, so we can put this cover for the axle. If you had that installed fully, the catalytic converter, you won't be able to insert this one. So, and this had 3 bolts, as you can see, 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna put this in place. That's it. See, you have to move this, be able to move this catalytic converter, so you can put this in as well. See that? Okay, so that's in, and then we're gonna go ahead put that bolt. And now we have that CV axle cover in place. You can go ahead put the rest of the bolts for the catalytic converter. We're gonna go ahead and put this bracket here. This is size 13. All right, that's 13. Same thing, the one on the side, the size 13. There you go. That's good. We're ready to put this one right here. Make sure when you put these, you have this little, that's a gasket right there. Okay, so it should be able to seal it properly. So I'm just gonna start with that side. Let's see. Start that one. And go here. So I'm gonna get my nuts and bolts for these and install it. First thing, I'm gonna put these hangers first. These 2 first and then the rest. Then I'm gonna go ahead, get this in. Tie it manually by a regular ratchet. And we're gonna go ahead and align this one first, because that's like a size 15 nut. And then once it's aligned, I can go ahead and put this in. This is a size 14, a regular one. All right, we got everything in. Bolts and nuts are tight, torqued. And don't forget your auto sensor from the top, the connector, and also the auto sensor here in the bottom. I already installed that one. And if you double check your work, everything's tight, everything's back in. All we gotta do is drop the car and then let's go ahead and test it. All right guys, this is done. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's start it. There you go. No engine light. Sounds quiet. Sounds pretty good. There you go. You might see a little bit of smoke here. It's from the WD-40 that we sprayed on the bolts and nuts for the rusted parts. But this sound pretty good. Then we're gonna go ahead and test drive it in a little bit. And let's go ahead. Okay, that's good. I'm revving it up because when this one came here, you can't even start it. You thought it was like the engine was like, the engine just kept dying, and you thought it was like the lifters or injectors was like knocking because it couldn't breathe. It was so clogged up, you can't breathe. So the primarily think that I was gonna do is replace both cats from front and the back because it has a code of P0420 and P0430. However, I ended up replacing just the back side and the third one, the one where it meets together, the pipe meets together. If the both codes came up 420 and 430, so both of them are saying it's bad because the whole thing is clogged up. If it's only one side, so that means one code, it means that's only the side that you had a code. So if both codes are showing up, either both side and the rear side or the rear side, but when you remove it, you'll be able to see it. So this one, we're done with this, we're good to go. I hope you liked that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, guys. And we got a next project right here and more over there, so just keep it up, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace. Oh yeah, this one draws really smooth now. Just came back from the highway, no lag. It's actually very responsive from here, from stop to takeoff. There's a power. Yep. So replacing the catalytic converter, the clogged one, it helps. And this one, we just got a new timing belt on this one too, so this is pretty good.